What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Doesn't Matter podcast. We are back. I am by myself because Scott doesn't want to do this anymore. He left because he went on to become a rock star. And you know what? I'm just going to stay here in my apartment and keep recording these because it makes me happy. And I have nothing else to do. So thank you for coming back. What do you guys want to talk about? Should we just sit here and I'll complain a little bit? Or Nerf, stay. I need you.
Wow. Even Nerf abandoned you.
Well, now I'm down to nothing. Nerf, please. Close the door so he can't leave.
Nerf,
Come here.
Be a professional for once, Nerf.
But we got good news, guys. Nerf has a new bed. And Nerf, go ahead, show your new bed. We got a lot of exciting stuff. Scott! Scott's back, guys. Nerf, sit down, and Scott, sit down, please. Guys, Scott dyed his hair. Let's just get that out of the way.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Skotcast. Do we have a different name now?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't.
We do, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Okay. Guys, I'm hungover today. I don't want to do this.
I'm hungover too, but a different kind of hangover. I just went a little crazy with the candy last night.
We're doing a challenge on the video today where I'm going to be drinking beer during the podcast because I'm a rock star. And I wear glasses during the podcast as well because I'm cool.
That's all right. You know, Scott earned this because he just performed in front of 2,000 screaming fans. I was there to witness it. It was incredible. I started really appreciating having him as a friend again because for a while there, I'm like only seeing him during work hours. And, you know, you just start to get a little tense sometimes. But now he's back and he's just having a good time.
It felt like I wasn't doing much for a while, you know? And then I did that show and it's like, all right, I'm doing stuff again.
Well, you were in rehearsals a lot.
A lot of rehearsals for one show.
You guys work hard, though, man, and it showed. It really did show. It paid off.
Thank you.
I can't even explain how I feel about it because I was just so impressed. And I got there halfway through the show, so I didn't see the first half.
You missed the first half?
I saw Instagram stories of it. It looks sick.
The first half was the energetic part.
And then I
didn't know you missed the first half, bro.
I saw Jason had like 37 Instagram stories, so I didn't miss any of it.
He did Instagram quite a bit of it. There was a lot on stories. People were probably sick of seeing stuff about it, but I have a lot more photos that I need to post. So follow me on Instagram at Vanilla Ding Dong.
Yeah. Also, Nerf has new merch coming out, and that's exciting.
It is.
Your brother actually said something to Oscar at the show about it because your brother runs the merch company.
Mm-hmm.
He told Oscar, he said, "Oh, well, Nerf's merch is good, but he's a little old, huh? He's not going to be around that much longer."
Did he say that?
He said that, and it seems like that was a little unnecessary.
That's disrespectful. Dave, come on, man. Don't talk about Nerf like that.
I mean, he was right. Nerf is 12, but, you know, you start a business with somebody.
You don't tell them their dog's about to die.
Well, he's in business with Nerf. He's not in business with me.
Exactly, yeah.
He's doing direct business with Nerf, and then he said, you don't got that much time left on the clock.
Speaking of old age and dying, what's going on with the face app thing that is so popular right now? How did that get popular all of a sudden? Because that's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I've been seeing that on everyone's Instagram. Everybody is doing it, and I'm probably not going to do it because when everybody does something, I try to stay away. But
I think my favorite that I've seen so far is Kelsey edited some photos with the face app thing, and it's like, you know, a bikini model with an old face, and I think that was like the funniest thing I've seen so far.
They're savvy, those girls. They are very savvy. Are you going to wear your glasses the whole podcast?
Does it bother you?
No, I actually kind of like it.
I can take them off if you
No,
want to
no,
see
leave
my
them on.
eyes.
Leave
You
them
want
on.
to look into my eyes?
Let's talk about your hair for a second. You have blonde hair, and normally you guys, I'm sure I talked about it before, I'm not a big fan of when guys dye their hair blonde. But when you do it, Scott, it's okay. Because again, you're a rock star.
When I did it, I was like, wow, I look like I'm 80 years old. Not to circle back to this face app thing or anything, but like I can get the perfect picture with the old age filter now because of this hair.
I think this is the best you've ever looked in your entire life.
I'm moving slow today.
You got one down. You got two down. Or no, one down.
I'm on the second one right now. We're trying to get 6 done throughout the podcast.
Okay, yeah, let me know if you need any help. But about that hair, now normally when I see somebody with blonde hair, all of a sudden out of nowhere, I make fun of them. But
Yeah, like Zane, when he did it, you were like, Zane, why are you
Zane
fucking
has no
dyeing your
business
hair?
dyeing his hair blonde. Matt King has no, Matt King has blonde hair already. Why are you dyeing it blonde hair?
You know, there was only one person I was thinking about when I was dyeing my hair, and it was you. I was thinking about you when I was getting my hair dyed because I was like, you know what? Jeff makes fun of people for dyeing their hair. I wonder what it's going to be like the next time I go on the podcast. When I come in there with my dyed hair, is he going to be positive or negative about it?
You were seeking my approval, and you got it.
That's weird to me that I need approval from you. But
business partner.
that means that I respect you.
I appreciate it. I respect you too, and that's why I'm not making fun of your hair. I genuinely do like it. I liked your red jacket combo that you did at the panel that we spoke at VidCon.
There's been a lot going on this last week, 2 weeks. We missed a week of podcast.
We missed a week of podcast. Should we talk about that, or it doesn't matter?
I mean, it doesn't matter, but we should talk about it.
Yeah.
Because, it's something to talk about.
A lot of people thought it was your fault.
A lot of people did. They were like, I bet it was Scott's fault. And there was someone that commented like, they're so unprofessional. I can't believe that they're missing an episode of their podcast that we started as a joke that we weren't even going to continue. And we decided to continue because we were like, you know what? Let's just fucking go for it. If we want to miss a week, like...
No, in the future we won't. And especially if you do have like ad reads and you're with a producer, then you gotta keep it going. It becomes a full-time job.
Of course. But we don't. This video today is sponsored by Modelo because I'm drinking
That's not true.
It's not
definitely
actually
not.
sponsored by Modelo.
We still don't have ads, but we decided to come back. I'll tell you guys why we left and why we decided to come back. We don't really know why we left, but there was a lot of little reasons. A lot of people were leaving a lot of hate comments, and that made us say, you know what, fuck this shit. People were talking about how I addressed the situation with Cody when I said, hey, man, you can't tell me. I forget what it was even about. I said it completely wrong, but... that was part of the reason why I said, you know what? These motherfuckers are going to leave hate comments on my shit and get to me emotionally.
Then we're not going to give them the content that they so desperately need. I can't speak. I can't see. I took these glasses off and it is like sun is beaming on my face, but it's not.
Okay, don't worry about it. So, yeah, we're the comments are getting to us, and we're not here making any money. We're doing this just for you guys. The thing that fuels us is when you guys come up to us in person and you say you listen to the podcast. That's what I really like about it.
It's fucking dope. And when we were at the panel, we were joking around about how this is what it would be like if we went on tour with our podcast. And
you were really good on the panel, too. I wasn't prepared for that. There was like 5,000 people there or something. It was nuts.
There was so many people. I did not expect that. Like, I didn't even know it was a thing that was promoted. Like, hey, Vlog Squad panel, because I didn't see anything about it. I just knew that I was supposed to do it. And then I went and did it, and there were so many people out there. So thank you guys for coming and watching and listening to us talk.
I wasn't even invited, but David kept calling me onto the stage, so I just went up, and then everybody came out after that, and that was really cool. Yeah,
there was like all of us were up there, and it was nuts. It was a lot of fun.
Speaking of VidCon and stopping the podcast, when we were driving down to VidCon, we had decided, both of us, that we were like, you know what, we'll just get around to the podcast next week. The views are going down. Hate comments were coming in. And then I checked my DMs, and it's all these like really, really nice comments of people that are just like, this podcast changed my life. It stopped me from suicide.
We can't just stop something that is bringing joy to people, right?
It was bringing joy to people. You guys are saying that it was helping you with like a loss in your family, or even you were like talking about ending it all, and then the podcast is what was keeping you going. And then we ended the podcast. So I hope you guys are still here with us.
Yeah, I'm sorry that we missed a week. I actually genuinely feel really bad about missing 1 week. But like when it comes down to it, like I didn't think that much about it. It was like, all right, we're going to skip 1 week. We'll come back the next week. But it does affect people when they're like, they expect their regularly scheduled programming and they don't get it. It's like, what if Game of Thrones on that last episode was just like, you know what? We're not going to put the episode out this week, guys. Sorry.
It wouldn't go over well with people, and we're sorry. But again, it doesn't matter because we're not Game of Thrones. We're just two guys sitting on a couch, and we don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
I know it really affected Oscar and I because we don't got a whole lot else going on in our lives.
Speak for yourself.
Oscar's like, you son of a
Oscar's
bitch.
like, I edit 4 videos a week.
Oscar, that was one of the things. You guys are fucking busy as hell with the barbershop, right? Like you did the whole Old Spice thing. That just finished up last week. You must have been stressed out with all the work you were doing.
Yeah, I was losing my mind in here. I needed some time off for a mental health break, and my mental health break was just hang out with David and film his videos. But speaking of that, I was doing something with David the other day. We were hanging out. It was actually 4th of July. We missed a week, so we'll talk about last week too in our weekly recap.
I can't remember that far back, but let's do it.
I don't remember much either, but we were at a party, and this girl that's super famous came up to me, and she was like, hey, you're really beautiful, and I blew it. I said, what? Are you serious? You think I'm beautiful? Don't I look like one of your relatives? And then she was like, I just bombed. It was a roller coaster of emotions. I felt great for a second. I felt nervous, and then I felt depressed, and now I'm here.
That is such a natural thing to do, though. Like, if you are actually blown away by someone who gives you a compliment, like it's like it's almost impossible not to fuck up. Like I feel like that has happened to me before too. Like
you're right. I don't know what to say when somebody compliments me. I don't know what to say, especially when it's like a really pretty girl that's obviously like famous for her beauty. What do you say back?
you just can't find the words to say.
You too. You're really pretty too. You're really beautiful too.
So like in that moment, you try to think of something that's nice and witty and funny because you don't want to just come off as like, oh, thanks, you too, because that's, that's bullshit. And then in that moment, you come up with something that's totally,
Yeah.
You think I look like one of your brothers?
I don't know what to say, and that's the first thought that came to my head. And I thought I was getting pranked. I thought David had set the whole thing up because I thought the whole thing was impossible to actually happen naturally.
Are you not allowed to say who it is?
I'd rather not say because hopefully one day I could redeem myself and fix that and I'll be able to sleep at night again.
She probably watches this podcast.
I hope not. I doubt it. And even if she did, she probably left last week when we bailed. Speaking of that, you're a rock star. You're a famous rock star. You have tons of fans, millions of fans. When they come up to you in person and they say, hey, Scott, I love you, what do you say back?
I love you too.
You say I love you too. Are you a liar? Do you love those people?
Yes, but the thing is, it's not like a relationship love. Like I love my girlfriend. It's not like that. It's like I love this person for what they do for me and what I can like. It's so hard to explain.
You love that they pay your rent.
I love that they pay my rent. No, this is so awful.
Love that they pay for your beers.
They pay for my beers. It's so awful. Like questions like this, like that. I'm so hungover I can't formulate my thoughts right.
But I have another. Finish that one off. We'll get back to you. There's a lot of shit going on.
I gotta finish that thought.
Okay.
I don't just love that they fucking give me money. That sounds awful. No, I love that
they buy your CDs.
That they buy my CDs.
Do you sell
they
CDs?
Buy my merch. I don't sell CDs. I sell merch.
So we can't get a physical CD?
No, should I do that? Should I sell CDs?
I don't even have a CD player.
No one listens to CDs anymore. It's like a cool thing to have. It's like having a poster now. Like it doesn't really do anything. But no, I love being able to connect with people. And when someone tells me they love me, I love them as well because all these people that follow us, I feel like do so much for us. Like I cannot formulate the thought. I can't do it.
It's all right. Scott had a little too much to drink after his show, but he worked super hard and he earned it. But there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. Society is organizing a raid on Area 51 to see them aliens. Are
you going to the raid?
No, I will not be partaking in any criminal activity that's organized on the internet.
I haven't heard anything about like what is actually going on. I've only seen memes about it. Is there actually something going on? Did someone get word that there is actually aliens there recently?
My personal opinion on the whole thing, and I know you guys really respect my personal opinions on things like this, I think what happened was Stranger Things came out and everybody's really big on like underground operations on like U.S. soil that like people aren't allowed into, and they're kind of just like that's in the back of their mind because everybody binge watched the series, and then somebody made this Facebook thing about Area 51's a thing, there's aliens in there, and everybody's like just wants to be living in that whole Stranger Things world. But I don't think there's really aliens in there. I don't know, man. The fuck? I don't know. Why do I talk about this shit?
Do you know anything more about it, Jay? You're the well-read person.
Yeah, I know that the guy who started the page's name was I shit post because I'm bored or something like that. So I can't take
it was literally just
I can't
like
take it too serious. But I think people
a super troll posting
I think it was a
something.
troll, then people ran with it. Reddit ran with it. Facebook ran with it.
Because it's a huge trend now on Twitter. Like everyone like me when the alien gets up for snacks in the morning or something like when I get up for snacks in the morning, this is the alien from Area 51 that I saved. Like the stupid little memes like that. Like I didn't get it.
All the Area 51 tweets like blow up.
Yeah, it's just trendy. You guys
It's trendy. It's cool, man. It's cool. The internet's cool. It's a place that brings people together and also tears them apart. That's the world we live in now.
I know that the plan was to Naruto run so that they were faster than the bullets.
Yeah, and also I saw a meme, see them alien tits.
I saw one that was like Hispanic dads when they say no, you can't keep an alien. And then it was like a Spanish tweet, and it would look like the dad was like reading a bedtime story to an alien. Like, you know how you could ask your dad or your mom to keep an animal like a dog or something like that, and then be like, no, but then they see the dog and they're like
in love with it.
oh my god, I'm in love with this dog, I have to keep it. Cheers, bro. Thank you for
finish
interrupting me.
that
That was a stupid thing to say. Everything I've said so far on this podcast today has been like, wow, why did I say that?
Same. And I'm not even drunk, or I haven't drank in a year, so I have no excuse. You have an excuse, so be happy for that.
There is no excuse. This is what we fucking do. We do this shit.
know,
This is our
I
job.
know.
How can I be
We
making
should be
excuses?
getting better at it 2 or 13 episodes in. We forgot to acknowledge this. We got this sick new artwork from Ellie X Draws on
Ellie
Instagram.
Extra. I actually have Ellie's name tattooed on my ass.
Well, let's see
You
it.
wanna see my
I
ass,
haven't
everyone?
Seen it. You told me this. I said save
Check
it for
it
the podcast. Can we show a man's ass on the internet? Yeah, right?
Yeah, as long as it's not full on. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you really do have her name tattooed. Why do you have that?
Why did I get that tattoo? Ellie. Who's Ellie? Ellie is someone on Twitter who DM'd me and said, hey, how many retweets for you to get my name tattooed on you?
Yeah.
And I said, 20,000 retweets, I'll get your name tattooed on my ass. And she
got
got
that.
20,000 retweets, and I got her name tattooed on
At
my
least
ass.
you're a man of your word. We never got those 100,000 likes to do the podcast naked, right?
No,
No, we
didn't
didn't.
even come close.
Okay. Well,
Actually, I think that was our least viewed podcast
yeah.
so far.
But we got this done, and we took a week off, and I feel bad because she made this for us, and then we fucking disappeared. We let a lot of people down, man.
That is some of the best artwork of my tattoos that I've seen. I've never seen someone actually do the tattoos when they draw my picture.
They even got my one stupid tattoo that I got in prison.
Ellie, great fucking work. And she remade this, right? She made a few different like versions
She
of
made
it.
a few different. Well, she did this all on her own. We didn't tell her like cover the Skotcast, and then nothing matters, and then we changed it to doesn't matter to be more advertiser friendly. And also Nerf's gray hairs. She got my clippers there, my hat that I wear on my head like a guy
She
that
got
doesn't
my
know
fucking 12 pack.
Yeah,
Speaking from your perspective, she got the abs in there for sure.
she got them in there. Yeah.
Mine, she made sure I had a shirt on just to make sure that she didn't have to.
Well, I love it, and thank you, Ellie. I will get around to posting that on my Instagram.
Speaking of fan art, and I haven't talked to you about this yet, but I made a Discord server that I figured we could all be in. I thought we might link it in the description below, but it's a Discord server that's like a huge.
I don't understand anything you're saying. Discord server.
Do you know what Discord is?
Speak English, Doc. I'm not a freaking scientist. Can you fucking say it in my language?
Discord is something that it's kind of like a lot of gamers use it. We're not gamers,
It's
but
like AIM.
it's like an instant messenger. So it's
I have no idea what anyone's talking about in here. Is this Area 51?
instant messenger.
Okay, yeah, I know what that is.
Text messages, group chats. It's like a big group chat that everyone can be involved in. And I made one thinking that we could hang out, engage with people outside of the podcast as well. There's little categories you can make different servers or like chats basically where people can send in fan art. They can send in questions or videos using that instead of the email.
That's why we missed last week, because we were working on the Discord
We were
server.
working super hard on that.
We got it done, and now we're back and better than ever. We got new art. We got a Discord server, and Nerf has a new bed. Check it out. It's fresh. He peed on the last one in the last episode. You guys actually saw it. You know, it's all a story.
Did he really?
You got to watch every episode for these things to make sense.
I was here in the last episode. Did I see that?
You're never going to finish these in the challenge.
I'm going to finish them.
You only got 1.5 down. What are we at, 15 minutes?
It's working out right here.
We're at 20 minutes already?
I feel like we've literally not talked about anything.
We didn't talk about anything. We talked about the suicide. We stopped people from committing suicide, and then we stopped the podcast. So we stopped our suicide defense. Now we need to start that again. Hey guys, it gets better. It gets better. Isn't that, you have a song like
I have
that?
a song
right?
called Get Better.
Get
That's
Better.
what it's called.
Get better. We went to VidCon. It was great. We got to meet a lot of you guys. I played in a celebrity basketball game.
We talked about how when you guys say I love you to me and I say I love you back, it's just because you pay my bills and you give me
Rent.
your money.
I said rent specifically.
Rent. more specifically. Yeah.
Dude, I played in a celebrity basketball game.
Right, yeah, how
and I
was
was
that?
fucking nervous before I went out there because
David mentioned that the teams were completely lopsided. Like,
yeah, we crushed them 60-30, and we were
Holy
fucking
shit.
around. At the end, the second half, we weren't even really playing. I was just tackling Dima. I was like trying to foul people, but I was genuinely like, holy shit. I might get embarrassed out there because what if somebody crosses up my ankles and I break my ankles and I fall down, and that just lives on the internet forever and it was seen by like all these people? That would be horrible for me. I would rather not even play in the game than risk that happening.
But you guys, you fucking killed it, right?
We killed it. I blocked the shit out of Alex Wasabi. He was the star of the other team. David fouled Brent Rivera. That was pretty sick.
Who else was there? So it was like Alex Wasabi, Brent Rivera on the other team. It was you,
David,
and Ilya.
but they put Ellie on the other team.
Really?
Yes. And we were fouling the shit out of him. They gave us some YouTuber kid, but he's more of a basketball player first. Everybody else was just like YouTubers and whatever. But this one kid was like a trick shot YouTuber, so he's more like a basketball player.
Okay.
And they
He's
put him on our team. And when we got there, I saw him warming up, and he was the only one that they let warm up in front of the fans because nobody really knew who he was because he's more like in the basketball world. But David and I saw him and we were like, man, fuck this kid. He shouldn't be allowed to play. And then they made the teams up and he was on our team and then we loved him. It's just crazy.
Of course.
He killed it.
Yeah, he crushed it. Oh, Jay was there. He watched us play.
It was impressive. I play a lot of basketball. I was actually really impressed with Jeff's play.
I had like 13 rebounds.
You know,
you played like how
I
you
won the
think Jeff
tip
would
off.
play.
Jay,
Yeah.
you were there, huh?
You know the tip off before a basketball game? I've never done that in my life and I always wanted to do that and I won, and it was over this other guy. He's a black guy. I could say that, right? He was very athletic, very good-looking black guy, and I thought for sure he was going to win the tip-off because of stereotypes, you know? Am I going down?
I think that's fine. That's
okay.
cool.
Yeah, well, white men can't jump. I got the tip over him.
jumped.
He might have had an off day. He might have had a cold. He might have had a hangover.
You
but I
broke
did
the
get tip.
stereotype. You jumped.
We'll just edit all this out.
No, don't edit it out. Leave it
Just
in.
take it all out.
Leave it in. Come on.
Yeah, probably, you know.
You played really well.
Thank
played
you.
really
I had a
well.
lot of rebounds.
I wanted to watch you guys. I came down. I had to grab Todd before we went to sound check for the show on Saturday, but they wouldn't let me in. They said you need a special wristband to get in this section, and like VidCon was so rough getting around places. You need like a special thing to get anywhere. My brother was selling merch there. He had a booth, and I didn't get him a full access pass. He had a vendor pass, so when I tried to get him to come and watch my show at VidCon, he couldn't get in. He couldn't go do things.
Well, I'm sure he still did great. I'm sure he still told all your clients that their dogs are going to die soon, and, you know, I'm sure he held it down.
Yeah, he told me my dog's going to die soon as well.
Your dog's one?
My dog is 2 years old. She's going to die soon.
He's managing the company. He's going in boardroom meetings. Hey, how you guys doing? How old are your dogs? Oh.
Yeah, I got to work on that.
No, it's fine. He's smart, man. He's got a lot of common sense.
He's smart. He knows when dogs are getting old.
Well, how many business partners does he have that are dogs, you know? He's just looking out for the company.
He's like, hey, man, we're only going to be able to sell merch for a short period of time because you only have a short lifespan.
Yeah, he's prioritizing his clients, and that's a smart business move in my book. I don't take it personal. Neither does Nerf. Right, Nerf? Yeah, we're good, man. Nobody cares. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
He said that everything should be limited edition.
He said that? I wouldn't be surprised. He probably has the
Limited
same.
run.
That's actually funny. You should keep the merch limited edition.
Because we don't know how long Nerf will be around.
Nothing like a good old death joke for the sires.
So other than the basketball game and stuff, what was your guys' favorite part of VidCon? What did you like about it? What did you dislike about it?
For me, it's always just hanging out with other creators, meeting people, of course, like walking around and like saying hi to people. And then just seeing people that you don't generally see all the time up here in LA. You get to hang out with them back in hotel rooms and stuff like that and do the little hangout thing.
Yeah, my favorite part of VidCon was when I got a text
When I got
saying
to
that,
leave.
Saying that, yeah, when I got to leave. It got away from my stupid fans. Always asking for pictures, idiots. No, my favorite part of VidCon was when I got a text that said, Ray Diaz was arrested for sexual assault.
Holy shit. That is insane to me, all that shit that's been going down.
He kidnapped a girl and cut a hole in his mattress and hit her in there.
Well, it was his girlfriend,
I don't know.
right?
I could be off.
I don't
think it's pretty correct.
like,
Yeah,
I know
16-year-old girlfriend.
16-year-old girlfriend, he's a 30-year-old guy, and cops came to his house and he cut open a mattress and hit her in it so that
He
they
cut
couldn't
open
find
the
her.
box spring. This is what I just saw on the internet.
It's all speculation, I guess.
Speculation. Who knows? But
But there has to be something to it because he was arrested with a $500,000 bail.
500,000. Yeah, he bailed out supposedly. Yeah.
Dude, do you guys know anything more about that?
What's that Instagrammer girl, the young one? Lauren. She's like a really popular Instagram girl. He was like commenting on her pictures, really kind of weird stuff when she was 16.
I think we should do probably one or two things here. We should either do our research on these news topics first, especially when they're touchy subject.
I've literally seen his comments on her posts and
Oh
seen
yeah,
people
no,
post
100%.
about it. Like,
Yeah, no, I always knew like from day one that there was something off about him. You know, like I had to do like jobs with him and stuff because we're both in the same world of social media.
in the world that we're in, there seems to be so much fucking weird shit with people. Like, there's so many weirdos that do what we do, if that makes sense. Like, there's like it like brings us all down to a lower level when you hear about someone else who makes fucking videos that ends up being psychotic or fucking weird.
Everybody realizes that somebody is a psychopath and they shouldn't have a platform. They still have their platform, you know, they still have their audience and they still could share their opinion on stuff, and they could be absolutely crazy in a mental institution and they come out and they still have a YouTube channel. you
Yeah,
know?
and that's why I think it's so crazy that Jeff still has a platform, because he's absolutely out of his
I should have had this taken away a long time ago. Why would you do this to me? Why would you ever agree to do this? It's good to be back, guys. We really missed you. We were completely lost. Scott was drinking the whole time. I was eating candy all day and night. And we're a little rough today, but we'll get back in the rhythm because we're back here. This
will
is
get
what
back
holds
in
our
the rhythm.
lives together.
I think missing that 1 week definitely made me feel like, oh shit, how do I do the podcast? Even though it was just 1 week.
I enjoy doing the podcast. It's good. It's good. I like it. I realized I missed it. Nerf, we're thinking about getting him cloned because his clock's ticking. We looked it up. It's $100,000 to get him cloned.
Should I call my brother right now?
Yeah, call
He
him.
says?
It's $100,000 to get him cloned. I'm thinking about investing every dollar I have. I'm gonna spend my life savings to extend Nerf's life. We
You
want to
should do
get him
it.
cloned.
I thought you were gonna clone him and then have him meet his clone
Yeah, we want to have him meet the clone and at least give him a few words of wisdom,
so that he can learn the mannerism.
so he knows where he came from and why.
Where does this cloning come from?
Cody looked it up on the internet.
Is it like Switzerland, or is it here in
Yeah,
America?
no, it's over in like Germany or something.
Hey Dave, I'm doing the podcast right now with Jeff. We got
What's
Nerf.
up, Dave?
We got Nerf over here, Oscar and Jay over there. Apparently, you said something about how their dog was going to die soon. Can you explain to me the logic behind telling our client that their animal is going to die?
I didn't say that. I said the dog's old.
You said he's old, so that your business relationship is not going to last that long. So maybe not prioritize this relationship specifically. Maybe work more on like other.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Scott was telling me to say that last night.
Oh, was I?
Oh, it's all Scott's fault. Holy shit! Are you guys twins, man?
Why do people keep fucking saying, "Are you guys twins?"
No. You want to hear what somebody came up and said? They're like, "Are you Scotty Sarr's brother?" It's like, "Yeah, yes." It's like, "I can tell you have the same jawline." And they started rubbing her jaw. I was like, "That's a great story for Scott. He hates hearing how we look the same." But a lot of people think we look exactly the same.
Well, it's nice to meet you, dude. Hopefully, one day maybe we could even like start a podcast together or something like that.
I'll wear my ginger hat.
I'll work on getting a new dog before we talk about starting businesses together. You know, because I know you like them young dogs.
You gotta get a smaller, younger dog then. Yeah.
Okay, we'll work on that.
All right, Dave. Well, I'll let you go. Don't be sad. Buy my merch. Everyone, this is Dave from Swipe Up Inc. We sell merch together, and he tells my clients that their dogs are going to die soon.
Wow, dude, I didn't know you had a twin brother.
I don't. You know, my dad has a twin brother. It's really fucking weird. I see my uncle His name is Dave as well. And he looks exactly like my dad.
Wow, that's crazy.
And
man.
acts exactly like my dad.
So you got 4 dads.
I do have a lot of dads.
Wow, Scott, I really gained a new respect for you after seeing you out there this weekend. You know, now knowing you got 4 dads.
Did you meet any of my family while you were there?
Yeah, I met your family. I met Todd's whole family again.
My entire fucking family was there. All my aunts are crazy. I love them to death, but they're all fucking insane. My dad's crazy. Everyone's fucking crazy. I feel like everyone in my life is fucking crazy.
Look at you. You're so normal.
I'm not. I'm crazy too.
Everybody on the internet's crazy. When you're an internet personality and you get arrested for doing something absolutely crazy, they should fucking revoke all of your platforms, I think.
I agree.
If you're committed of these crimes, if you're just charged, you go to jail. I've been committed. I've been charged with a few crimes, but a lot of those charges were just, misunderstandings, wrong place, wrong time.
I wasn't actually selling that drug, officer.
Yeah. If I go back and start selling drugs now and using my platform to sell drugs to kids, I think 100% they should revoke all of my platforms and I should not be allowed to do that. But I would never do that. If you're using your platform to date underage girls, they should fucking revoke your platform.
I agree. I think that's a really good point. And I think that there's so many things changing with the way social media works that there's going to be some new laws put into place.
Yeah, I'm running for president. Scott is running as my vice president. And you know what? We're going to fucking drink beers and eat Swedish fish in the office, baby.
Why do I have to be the vice president?
Because, man, you got too much other shit going on to focus on.
You're right.
On the
I'm
campaign.
too busy to be president. You can be the president.
Just manipulating me here to be my fucking sidekick. Yeah, I'm running the show here, bro. I bought it was my idea to run for president. I bought the podcast equipment. That means I'm the main president. You're the vice.
I paid you back.
You did pay me back.
Last week, we paid him back finally for something that he
Let's
paid
get into
for
segments,
months
bro.
ago.
That's not a big deal.
One of the comments that we got was that Scott has missed like 3 of his segments where he was supposed to tell a bad joke every week.
Shit. Do I have a bad joke today? I can't.
It's there we go. There we go. There's Scott's bad joke of the week. Yeah, let's do advice from assholes. Scott, don't worry. I'm leaving town this week, so Oscar will have plenty of time to edit this podcast and make you funny in it. I'm going to New York, and then I'm going to Chicago. Vernon Hills, I'm going to be there during the pop-up shop and stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't fucking matter.
I think I'm going to Chicago as well, so I might have to see you there.
Okay, dope.
I might have to.
That's great. Can't wait. Well, what I'm saying is we can take as much time as we want here because Oscar will have like 4 days to edit this, or same time to edit it, actually.
Great. Should we just spew some bullshit right now so he has to cut through it?
Yeah.
Oscar's got this smile behind the camera like, what the fuck
How's
is wrong
things going
with
with
this
your
guy
relationship?
right now?
Are you good? Is everything good in your relationship? Good.
Yeah, thanks for asking. I'm having an off day today, to be honest, because I'm so hungover. I woke up and I don't want to be around anyone, and I'm not fun to be around.
Drink another beer. Have another one.
Okay, thank you.
Let's get into advice from assholes.
All right, this question's for Jeff. Would you rather have to listen to Scott's music 24/7 nonstop or go back to jail?
This is an
That's a good
easy
question.
answer. Back to jail.
Listen to Scott's music 24/7 or go back to jail. Huh.
How long?
For as long as you'd have to listen to Scott's music.
100% listen to Scott's music. 100%.
A month in jail or a month of listening to Scott's music 24/7?
Oh, fucking Scott's music, man. I could put in earplugs, tune it out. I could do transcendental meditation. You
Can't
lose-
tune out jail.
Yeah, you can't tune out jail.
When you're in jail, you're in
They
jail.
strip you of your freedom. It's the closest thing to torture in
Wait a
modern
second.
day.
Why would you want to tune out my music, bro?
Scott, if I hear the same song over and over again all day, no offense, it has nothing to do with your music. It's just if you hear something over and over again, you go insane. That's what they use to torture people.
I understand that. I get that.
In war. That's like a tactic that they use. So yeah, I would listen to Scott's music over and over again as long as I had my freedom. But dude, if I was in jail and I had to listen to Scott's music 24/7, I would fucking off
over.
myself.
End
And that's
it.
fine to say because anybody in their right mind would do that.
Anyone would kill themselves if they had to listen to my music 24/7
Dude.
in jail.
If you have to listen to any what's your favorite song?
I'm kidding, bro. My favorite song? I don't know. I like Bohemian Rhapsody a lot.
Oh, imagine you had to listen to that 24/7. You'd fucking hate it. Let's make a 24-hour edit of that. Let's do it. Let's do a test. That's a good idea for a video. Listen to Bohemian Rhapsody for 24 hours.
It sounds like a very Mr. Beast kind of video.
Have
like
you seen Mr. Beast did Every Day, Bro, for 10 hours? It looked like he lost his goddamn mind by the end of it.
Oh, I
10 straight
bet.
hours.
I didn't watch that. I don't understand those videos because, like, what is there to watch of that video? Like, oh, you broke the challenge, go in the Guinness World Records book,
hell
but it's hard
watches
to
the video?
watch that.
Well, that was a good question, man. Are you trying to tear us apart here? Do you not want this podcast to go on? You want to ruin Scott and I's relationship? Because either way, Scott's going to be mad at me for that answer. But next
I'm
question.
not mad at you, Jeff. I love you.
Hey, Jeff and
Love you
Scott.
too, bro. You pay my
just
rent.
wanted to say how much I love the podcast. And my favorite thing about the podcast is all of the sarcasm and dry humor there is. Jeff, if you could cut anyone's hair in the world, who would it be and why? And what does the ultimate Jeff's Barbershop episode look like? And Scott, if you could go on tour with anyone in the world, who would it be and why? And where is your ultimate dream venue to perform at? I hope this video finds y'all doing well, and just remember to keep staying awesome.
Wow, what a sweetheart. I'm going to go ahead and guess she's from Kentucky.
I just want real quick. She didn't have an accent like the entire time, except on why
Do you think she was doing a character for that?
and why. I don't mean to be rude or anything like that, but it was like really interesting to see no accent except for on the why.
You insulted her. You were very rude.
I'm drunk.
Why don't you answer the question first? Maybe you could
I
back
forget
up.
the question. I was focused on
If
the
you
why.
could go on a dream tour, with any other musician, who would it be? Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody. Whoa, there's something in my throat. Do you hear that? No, if I could go on tour with anyone else, I mean, I love going on tour with friends in general. So I think if you started making music, that would be dope. I would go on tour with you. That would be my dream.
Okay, fucking bullshit
That would
answer.
be my
Doesn't
dream,
matter.
bro.
Doesn't matter.
Brendan Urie, Madison Square Garden.
Let's just go ahead. I don't know what he's talking about. Let's go ahead and say Blink-182 for that answer for him. I'm gonna.
Do
say
you not know who
Blink-182.
Brendan Urie is? Do you not know where Madison Square Garden is?
Can I get the disco?
Panic at the Disco?
I think that would
Can
be
we
sick.
say that?
We can say that.
Or the 21 Pilots?
They're cool too.
Okay, there we go.
It's Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes.
What about Bieber?
Dude, I'm feeling it right now.
That would be sick if you went on tour with Bieber.
I feel like the Molly just hit. Yeah.
For me, dream barbershop episode would be fucking shaving off that mop of David Dobrik's. Just because it's, I'm sick of seeing the comments and people asking me in person when you're going to cut his hair.
David won't let you touch his hair though, huh?
Nah, he will eventually.
I want to know why.
Well,
am I a dick? I'm just messing around.
wow. I would like to shave fucking Donald Trump's hair, also Logan Paul's hair. That's a haircut that annoys me. Nothing to do with Logan personally. We've already crossed this bridge, and I respect Logan. I just
Logan,
think he
Jeff
needs a
talks
better
shit
haircut.
about your hair all the time. He thinks it fucking sucks.
When I look at somebody, even when I talk to you, what do? My eyes kind of stray, and I'm looking at your hair, and we could talk about something completely have nothing to do with your hair. I'll just be eyeing it, because my wheels are always turning.
Yeah, you're always thinking about the hair, but why?
Because I just know how things should look sometimes. If you listen to a song that's offbeat, you're gonna want to fix that, right?
Blueface, baby.
What he's talking about right now. Is this podcast terrible? I would like to cut Donald Trump's hair, Logan Paul's, and David Dobrik's all at once and have them fucking wrestle each other oiled up after in a wrestling match.
Out of the three, which one do you think would get the most views? One
Donald
person
Trump.
per video.
If I
You
fucking cut
think so? You think
Yeah.
Donald Trump would do? But he's not really like a YouTube star.
Yeah, it would go viral.
Fucking president.
Are you
go
nuts,
viral.
dude? What are you
I know he's a
talking
fucking
about?
president, but people might be
Wow.
like, "Oh yeah, Donald Trump got a haircut. Who cares?"
Why?
Everybody would have to see that.
Let's
You're
keep
right.
it moving.
Like I said, I'm drunk. Everything stupid I say, it's
What's up? My name is Cheyenne, and I am currently going through what I would describe an existential crisis. I'm 21, I'm in college, I have no fucking idea what I want to do with my life, and I wanted to see
This
if
is
I
our
could get
audience
some
right
advice
here.
from
This is a
couple of
prime
assholes
example.
to help me out. Thanks, guys.
What did she say? I missed it.
Help with what to do with her life.
I dropped out of college, first of all, because why the fuck am I going to college for who knows what when I don't know what I want to do with my life, wasting my money on college. So drop out of college, figure out what you want to do, maybe try some drugs, experiment, and then get back on track.
I agree with Scott. I dropped out of college after the first semester. I was paying for it out of my own pocket from money that I was making from cutting hair and selling a little weed on the side. And it all was just a waste of money. I didn't learn anything. I was cheating on the classes and the tests and shit. I had people doing my homework for me, and I was paying them, and it was just all a big waste. And I didn't really enjoy my life until I said, you know what, fuck this. I'm just going to go with my gut, follow my dreams. What the fuck am I talking about? I was struggling. I was in a deep, dark depression for years until I figured out what I wanted to do.
I feel like we're awful people to be giving advice to
this
anybody.
Is Stay in school.
The segment is called Advice from Assholes.
You should probably stay in school, but that what I was saying was not 100% bullshit. I do think that you should figure out kind of like what you want to do instead of wasting money on school for nothing, because the world has changed. It's not like it used to be where you need to go to school in order to get a great job. You can't get a great job with a college degree. Half the time you have to have experience. And how do you get that? It's by making connections and doing other things. Like it's not necessarily like school is this huge thing. You should have a basic understanding of shit, but college is not necessarily for everybody. So hopefully you know what you want to do, but you don't. You said that. Sorry,
yeah,
I'm
you know what?
Fucked up.
When I first told my parents I was going to drop out of college and become a barber, they all laughed at me and told me I was a piece of shit. But look at me now. I'm a barber now,
and I'm a piece of shit.
But I'm a rich piece of shit.
I followed my dreams, and now I'm able to give my friends haircuts. Next question.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Scott. I love you guys so much, and I love the podcast. And Jeff,
I love you too.
But I just wanted your general opinion on social media, because I feel like nowadays there's a lot of people who are almost expecting to become successful influencers and YouTubers, and I was wondering if you think there's too many of them, or if eventually there will be an overflow on social media. And I just wanted your opinion on it. So, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I started out Instagram modeling, and, you know, I never thought I would go far Instagram modeling, because when I was already starting, my looks were already fading. And, yeah, there was a lot of competition. My main competition was Ray Diaz, and now he's in the Slammer for sexual assault. So I think they're going to start dropping like flies. I think there's a reason why they chose the route of social media, because it was kind of like an easy thing for people to start a career in. But the truth comes out. You can't be a piece of shit for 1 hour every week on a podcast. They'll see through you. You know, it's only a matter of time before you guys see that we're pieces of shit over here, and then we're gonna drop off the totem too. You know, we're gonna fall off eventually. So everybody's career is coming to an end.
Yeah, totally. This is a topic that I think about all the time, social media wise, and YouTube, and it being too populated. I think that kids need to grow up with more people as heroes like that we did. Cops, firefighters, other jobs like that. When you ask what a kid wants to be when they grow up, they say, I want to be a YouTuber. But they should want to be a fucking astronaut or a firefighter or a cop or someone who helps out in the world. It's literally what you said. Like it's easy to go up on Instagram and post pictures and, you know, like do that stuff. And I think that people should.
Yeah, I didn't want to go to Vidcon this weekend because of the whole like YouTuber world. It's corny. It's lame to be a YouTuber in my book, because I see these kids like, you know, Brent Rivera and Alex Wasabi, and I couldn't wait to foul them in the basketball game. But they're not even that bad.
I've met Brent numerous times. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's like a new generation of YouTubers, like the kids that are growing up, like, you know, what you're just talking about. And
that they solely want to be famous to be famous. They want to be on social media to
be famous. Yeah, you should figure out what it is, like who you are, what is your niche, what do you want to do with your career, And
you should have a passion for something before you decide that I just want to make viral videos about shit. Like you have
so
to.
I could be famous and like get clout and money.
Exactly. Like it's like I'm like talking about this shit with my sunglasses on. I look like such a douche. But yeah, there's so many. There's kids in high school that are like, I gotta fuck.
He hates this topic too. Everybody labels him as a clout chaser. So, you know,
It's
whatever.
not even.
Go on.
I don't know how to. I don't.
I knew it was coming.
I don't want to go on anymore, dude.
This is the last one.
Oh, there's no more after this one.
Hi guys, this is a question for Jeff. What is the worst fistfight you've ever been in? Can you tell a story? And also, I was just wondering, how do you feel about free dinner? Because if you like free dinner, you can come to Philly and I can wine and dine you. Let me know.
That was
Wow,
smooth
she's a
as
sweetheart.
fuck.
I don't know which question I should answer first.
Fist fight.
Kombucha bottle.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah.
Who said kombucha bottle?
Oh no, I got hit in the face with one of those thick kombucha bottles. It's like as thick as this candle.
Oh shit.
I was walking down the street. I was going on a date with my ex-girlfriend, and this crackhead was on the street, and he was a fucking maniac. Like, he wanted to be an actor, and I met him in an acting class a couple times, and he had like this vendetta against me because I started becoming successful. I don't know what it was exactly, but I went over to him, and I saw he looked like he was struggling. Like, he looked like he was on meth.
Kind of like Scott.
He had the same look you're giving me right now. And I was like, yo, are you good? Are you okay? You need anything? Can I do anything for you?
I'm all right.
And he goes, don't act like, he goes, don't act like you give a fuck about me now. And I'm like, yo, I'm just asking you a question. Like, I'm seeing if you're good. Like, well, no need for the disrespect like that. And then he goes, okay, well then leave before I embarrass you. And I was dressed up, ready to go to dinner. I had like these boots on, these Saint Laurent boots. They're like Chelsea boots. So I'm on Hollywood Boulevard, and that's like a slippery surface. So this is the first thing I think of course.
I don't picture you in Chelsea boots. That's interesting.
I was a different guy back
different
then.
Person, huh?
Yeah, I had these Chelsea boots on. I knew they'd be slippery, so I said, you know what? All right, I'll leave. And then I tell my girlfriend at the time, I said, I got to run upstairs. I forgot something. So I take her upstairs, and I put on sneakers and shorts. And I went downstairs.
Oh my God, I can relate so fucking hard to putting on sneakers and shorts when you're about to get in a fight. Holy shit.
Yeah. I had jeans on, and I was like, well, this kid looks like he's really fucking hopped up, and he's not going to feel anything, so I'm going to be rolling around. So I put on sneakers and shorts. I go back down, and I'm like, yo, what's up? And he had a bag with him now, and it was a Trader Joe's bag. And he flings this bag like just – the first thing he did was just he flung it from here. And the thing came up, and I thought it was like bananas or some shit in the bag. So I just go like this, like to brush it off and go in, and I was just going to hit him. And the bag had a kombucha bottle in it, and it rocked me in the face, and I just felt my face swell up. So then I saw red, and I pummeled him after that. I broke my hand. This was like 4 years ago.
Are you good?
So I break my hand, I break this. It still fucking bothers me to this day. Stay out of trouble, kids. But I take off running, and earlier that morning, I shot a Vine with Rudy Mancuso. The Vine ended with me with a bag of frozen peas on my face, so I knew in my head that he had these frozen peas, so I ran to his house, and I had blood all over me from, like, just blood from the kid. I had blood I had a white shirt.
I killed someone. And
I run in his house, my hand is broken, my face is all swollen, I got a black eye. And I grabbed the peas out of his freezer, and he thought I was doing a prank on him. And he's like, dude, what the fuck? Because I just ran in his house, and I barely even knew him at this time. I had just got into, like, shooting videos and stuff like that. And, that's just one of them. Thank you for reminding me about that one. I was going to tell a different one when I had my nose broken when I was younger.
Save it.
Next time, yeah.
Do I answer the question, too? I know the question was for Jeff. Actually, like, I think all four of these videos started with, this one's for Jeff.
Oh, you're right. They all included Scott except for this one. This one's just too good, though.
I had a similar story where I was at a friend's party and there was kids trying to get in, and they like told me to be the bouncer, and they said, you tell these guys they can't come in because we don't know them. And I told them they can't come in, and they didn't want to leave. And I was like, you guys got to go. You got to go. And one of them hit me in the face with a bottle. They smacked me in the face with a bottle.
Bottle break?
Nope.
The bottle break?
The bottle did not break.
That's the worst. The bottle didn't break on me, too, and that's why I got hurt so bad.
I had a lump on my head for literally like
6
2
months
years afterwards.
Yeah.
Like I had like a scar on my forehead, but like I saw red. I hit him. I knocked him out, and then I hit him a couple more times before.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 19.
I know this is only one question about the craziest fist fight, but it's just like everyone's crazy, you know? Every street fight is crazy. But there was...
Because it's not... There's no rules. There's no boundaries. It's like, oh, shit, you're trying to hurt me. I'm going to try and hurt you.
Yeah, of course. I want to tell a funny one because I feel like those two were too real. And this podcast fucking sucked today because we're both just
I'm so
idiots.
off. I'm so off. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It happens. You're doing great, actually. You're not off. This one time I was in Miami, and it was Halloween, and I was with my good friend Cody. Cody, come out here. Cody, we're telling stories about fist fights, crazy fist fights. It was a request from a very nice girl.
Do you have any good fist fight stories?
We used to get in a fist fight every single day. When we were hanging out, like really in our prime, we were getting in fist fights every night. And it was all like started by Cody, every single one. Cody threw the first punch. But this particular situation, we were in Miami and we were both drinking. It was Halloween. Everybody was drinking. Miami's a crazy place to go for Halloween if you're ever thinking about going to party on Halloween. We didn't have costumes on. We got into this confrontation in the parking lot.
Because you weren't wearing a costume?
I don't know what it was, but we fought non-costume guys
I actually
too.
remember what it was.
What was it?
It's because you were pissing in the fountain.
Are you serious?
Remember the Hello Kitty fountain outside?
That's not even... No. Oh, it was.
And the guy started yelling at you for pissing in public.
Oh, my God.
But you don't remember because you were under the influence.
I was under the influence. You were under the influence,
We
too.
all were under the influence. But
So Cody hits this one kid. It turns out we're in a group fight now. It's like 4-on-2. And...
4-on-2. So it's you
it's
two
just me and
versus
Cody,
4.
and we're fighting like 4 guys. But they're in dress shirts and shit, and we're dressed like fucking scumbags straight out of Staten Island. So we're able to move around quicker. And every time we're ever in a group fight, everybody would go after Cody because he's the bigger guy. So I would be able to get in, do some damage, get out, and take off before the cops get there. So these guys are all teaming up on Cody. I pop a couple of them. I think I dropped a couple guys, but then Cody's dealing with the rest of them. We take off running. These guys throw either a bottle or a rock at Cody's head.
Threw a beer bottle, and it bounced off my head, but when it hit, it cracked my head.
But it didn't break on your head.
No, it went up
again.
in the air and then came down.
3 bottle stories, they didn't break.
Dude, these boys are fucking strong, huh?
Yeah, so Cody has blood dripping down his whole face and neck. And we're in Miami Beach on vacation. We paid a lot of money to get there. We're spending a lot of money for our hotel rooms. Cody still wants to go out. It's Halloween. It looks like a Halloween costume. So Cody goes back up to the bouncer, says, oh, no, this is a costume. And it's fresh blood, and it's leaking because he's under the influence, and his blood's thin. So there's blood coming all down his shirt. And we're out.
Yeah, I got one of those pumps. You squeeze it, and the blood comes out. Watch.
He was bleeding nice. And we went right back in, and he partied all night with this blood leaking down his whole head.
Oh, man.
But that's just one of the few that we could remember. Our lives are different now. We're not here to promote. Oh, here's another one of Cody. Can they see this?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, can they see it on the TV? We can play it?
Oh, we'll pull it up.
Okay.
We'll put it up below.
What is this?
This is Cody when he was at his worst.
Presents a dude getting punched in the face, but it's a little hard to see because there's a drunk chick rapping in front of him. Roll it!
Yeah, that wasn't no word, but I saw.
That's Cody in the background on TMZ punching somebody. Look, you'll see his face. You see him in there? With his long hair.
Flash. What was that?
That was Chanel West Coast rapping.
So Cody was a different person when he was on drugs and alcohol.
That's so. But it was just like a. And then you
Well,
walk away.
I openly hand slapped them, and I walked away before the police came.
Gotcha.
I don't stay around for the crime.
Yeah. I'm so like what
the whole objective is not to get caught, Scott.
Of course. I understand that. But like what was going on?
Well, I was on a lot of Hennessy and Adderall and cocaine, but mostly just Hennessy. And Chanel West Coast was rapping, and I was talking to throughout the night in the club. And that was like her little entourage. And you know me, I'm like just an aggressive New Yorker.
Well, in Cody's defense, he is diagnosed with bipolar disorder, attention deficit disorder. He was prescribed all the wrong medicine from doctors. He was given Adderall and Xanax and shit. And this shit would make him a fucking maniac. This is before he went away and then, you know, didn't take any of this stuff and figured himself out more. But yeah, he was a fucking nut job. And that's the type of shit that would happen every single night that we went out. That's why I was so grateful to have you now, Scott. Even though you're over here punching people in the face at parties too, you know, we're all on the right track now and we're grateful for it. We don't promote this type of behavior. We're not trying to.
That's what I do whenever someone tells me I love you. I punch them in the face.
Are you guys a little bummed out that like now, you know, you're pretty successful? You
no, dude.
You can't really be doing this shit.
I'm even like right now I'm embarrassed to like glorify this type of behavior. You know, like, yeah, we did it. We weren't the ones who were starting this shit. I'm sure that guy said a few things to Cody and thought that, you know, he was going to get off easy. And then, you know, he learned the hard way. But we're not doing that anymore. Right, Cody?
Negative. We walk away.
We walk away. It's cooler to walk away now. When we grew up, it was cool to be the one to throw the first punch. You know, oh, that guy's a maniac. He's crazy. Make everybody fear you. But it's not cool to do that. It's cool to play that character if you're doing a movie. You speak for yourself. How do you feel about that?
Just walk away. It's not worth it, especially when you're famous.
Do you want to do a public apology to that guy right now?
I mean, why don't we just do
whoever
this?
You are, do it out there. I seen Chanel in the gym the other day. She doesn't remember, but I just want to apologize. I was very immature.
And you know what, man? If you got a fucking problem with us and you see this video, you know where we live. We could fucking handle it in person. Good?
Meet me outside. How about that? We should probably shut this thing down.
All right, guys.
Other fucking 3 beers.
Oh, shit. Who's going to help me? Jeff, you going to help me?
I really can't, man.
What about Nerf?
You know what's funny? I was getting mad about comments saying that I was mean to Cody. And, you know, I'm just glad that you guys are getting to know our relationship now. You think some comments of me saying that he's a little low on dough right now are going to hurt his feelings after everything we've been through?
How long have you guys known each other, actually? That's like a question. Like, you guys have been through some,
I know Jeff
like, shit
since he's
together.
13 years old, and I was 17.
Now, so that's 6 years.
6 years.
I'm 29,
Damn.
so that's 16 years, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been
sell
through a
Cody
lot.
drugs, and then Cody would sell the drugs to other people, or even back to me sometimes.
Thank you guys so much for watching this podcast today. We had a great time. I'm super hungover. Sorry for being a bitch.
Also, guys, we're gonna start a GoFundMe account to clone Nerf for $50,000.
I will not have my name attached to a GoFundMe account.
I'll be fully responsible for that account.
If we're gonna clone Nerf, I'll work my ass off to make enough money to put my life savings into keeping Nerf alive or cloning him.
My segment, the bad joke thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a bad joke. It's not really a joke at all. But I was going to make a bad joke on our panel.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. I don't get paid for this shit. Thanks for watching.
See you, Cody. Sorry for boring you.
Yourself.
There was a billboard that said Nerf on it, and I was going to say on the panel, hey, guys, Jeff's dog
Sponsored
has a billboard and sponsored this event. It says Nerf up there. But
I was going to say that, but I didn't think people would get it.
They had all these Nerf billboards and stuff up, and I was like, Jeff's dog is fucking all over VidCon this year, man. But
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not the same. There's no relation between Nerf and Nerf guns. But you know what? Thank you for thinking of that, Scott. Thank you for coming to the podcast, even though you're a little hungover.
Hey, man, next
I'm grateful
week,
to have you as a podcast partner. Do the honors.
Here's to glory. Here's to honor. If you can't come in her, then come on her. Delete that.
Yeah, way to go. We survived.